Hello, hello, welcome to this week's vlog. It is Thursday the 13th, almost a Friday the 13th, but not quite. I did go to the library yesterday, so I got a bunch of books, and I actually need to go grab them because I need to write some stuff down, so give me 2 seconds. I am running behind today. I got up early and I'm running behind. Alright. Yeah, so luckily some of these, all of these, I don't know why I'm saying some of these, are not due until the 5th, which means that I can set some of them aside for my May TBR if I want to, which I may do with one of them that I'll probably start this month, closer to the end of this month, but I won't finish. There's no way in hell I'll finish anytime soon because it's a high political fantasy, which I don't normally read, and I knew would be shocking to the everyone. Yeah, give me 2 seconds and we'll show you what books I got, right? So first we have Rosemary and Rue by Seanan McGuire. I am reading this actually for my husband. He really likes Seanan's writing a lot, and there's not a whole lot of books that are not novellas from Seanan that I have read, right? So I've, read the Wayward Children series, but those books are really, really short, so those are going to be when you get home books because I'm not paying for, I'm just not paying for that. And he will be getting Seasonal Fears when it comes out in paperback, but that's not until next month. But he really likes Seanan's writing, like a lot. Has blatantly been like, yeah, I like Gideon the Ninth, but I want to read more of Seanan's writing, which I get. I totally get that. So I'm reading this, going to be reading this to see if it's up his alley, I guess. It's older, and it is the October Day series. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. And it also comes in these like mass paperback books, which is great for him, for shipping them, because I can get them used pretty easily. And there's some people that, like, a mother and a daughter that, like, their whole job is sending books to incarcerated individuals in like bundles and stuff, and the more you bundle, like, the more money you save. And they also will do all of the communication with mailroom, which is great because I don't want to talk to mailroom, they scare me. Then we got the second book in the Mercedes Lackey series that I started, I started with The Fire Rose. This is the second one. This is the one that my dad had in his library, and I distinctly remember growing up. These are like fairy tale retellings. Do I know what this one is a retelling of? No. No, I do not. Also, why does Mercedes Lackey have a picture of herself with a parrot as her author photo? I do love that for her. So I'll be reading this, and I was talking about this with my dad, and he was like, yeah, Mercedes Lackey like did a lot of queer representation and stuff, I feel like, or was really cool with the gays, and that is in fact, I think, the word he used. So when I was first reading sci-fi, and I started reading her because she had a book series with Anne McCaffrey, and I always thought I was a big fantasy reader, but it was always sci-fi. Turns out it was always sci-fi, because back in the day it used to be sci-fi fantasy, like it used to always be grouped together, I feel like. And around the time that Anne McCaffrey's writing sort of kicked off, and several other people obviously, was when they started differentiating between fantasy and sci-fi. And I would say that Anne McCaffrey does more sci-fi and Mercedes Lackey does more fantasy. So I don't think he read a ton of Mercedes Lackey, but I do remember this book specifically being in his library. But he was super shocked that I had picked up Mercedes Lackey on my own, as if I did not read all of his Anne McCaffrey and Shannara books. Sir? Have you met me? I'm your child. Anyway, then we got Doll Bones by Holly Black. I love Holly Black's writing. I especially love Holly Black's middle grade writing, and I think this is middle grade, and it's horror, and I think Holly does a really good job with creep. Like, she does a good job with creepy. As much as I love Folk of the Air, nothing trumps some of Holly Black's middle grade creepy writing. I think she does a really good job with it. Then, speaking of Anne McCaffrey, we have Acorna, the Unicorn Girl. See, so the reason I got this book was because, as a kid, my dad went to Dragon Con in Atlanta with my brother. I did not get to go. I was a child. I literally did not need to go. There were people that were topless, and I did not need to go. Would I have loved that shit? Yeah, as a closeted little child, I would have, but no, I did not need to go. And Anne McCaffrey was there. Dad got to meet her and her son and get a book signed. And one of those books, and the book that was signed, was an an Anne McCaffrey Acorna book. And so it has always stood out in my memory, having never read the books, but it has always stood out in my memory. I always wanted to read the books just so I could read that signed book. So I'm kind of excited about reading it, getting to it. And it's, like I said, spacey. She does sci-fi more than Mercedes Lackey's fantasy. And then the book that's going to take me 100 years to finish, but luckily I can renew books online, is Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. Do I have high hopes for this? No. I don't. I expect my friends to bully me about this heavily, but they've always said that they didn't think I would read it, that I would enjoy it, but that I wouldn't read it. That I would enjoy it, like the plot, the main plot points, right? But maybe not all of the political intrigue. And they're probably right, but what am I? Stubborn. I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna give it a go. I don't even know how many pages this is. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, there's a glossary. 618. All right, you know what? I can do that. That's not that bad, actually. I thought it would be worse. I think I'll start it at the end of the month, like I said, and it's not due until May 5th, so May the 5th be with, no, May the 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo, though. So that's my plan. I am already running behind today, though, so I am gonna go because I have to do some work stuff and then do stuff for my dad, and I have not even updated like my Hobonichi or my field notes or anything. So I'm going to do those things and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye.
Nothing you can do about it, baby, it's too late. I'm gone. Nothing you can do to make me change my mind. Come on. Nothing you can do about it, baby, it's too late. I'm gone. Nothing you can do to make me change my mind. Come on, come on. We can't talk. Shh. I can't tell you what I want. Nope. You were hot. You were hot. God damn, she was hot. I met you in the summer. I never felt in love. It was the weather that made it feel so good. By the fall you fell and then I flew away. And I only wish that I had more to say.
Hi, hello. It's Friday, the 14th of April. I have like a week before Clear Your Shit announcements come out for the mini. I need to work on some of that today, and I will be working on some of that today. I just did some stuff for Bella, finished up some edits. I have been busy this morning already. Obviously, like, my hair is done, and I feel like that's a great example there. And I washed my hair, I took a shower, everything. I'm tired though. I am hoping that today is a light day. I feel like the last week has been insane. Not I feel like it has been insane. I know it's just the day 2 of the vlog, but the past week has been insane. I am planning on, if I get the Clear Your Shit stuff done today, my plan is to then finish New Mother and probably try and finish 16 Souls and also get like 50% into Healer and Witch. Very high expectations for myself here. I recognize that. I did start Rosemary and Rue by Shauna Maguire, which is one of the books I got from the library. I'm enjoying it so far. I didn't get very far into it, just like a couple chapters into it last night before it was like late and I needed to go to bed. But I don't hate it. But to be fair, I just really like Shauna's writing, so that just like inherently makes sense. I need to get to work on some productivity stuff. I think if I get the Clear Your Shit stuff done today also, I need to film my Clear Your Shit announcement and then also the Clear Your Shit, no, and then also my May TBR, I think. I'm going to put that together, at least, the majority of it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I will get it done, but ideally I can just film both videos back to back and move on. I just need to get this stuff done. I want to be ahead, right, of my videos and I haven't been ahead in a while, which is really frustrating. So yeah. Also my Chain of Gold, not Chain of Gold, whatever the third book is in that Chain of Iron, Chain of Gold, Cassandra Clare stuff from Very Loot never shipped. I don't know if it was when it's supposed to ship, but I don't have it and I need to double check on that because my computer just made the most terrifying sound. Anyway, I need to do some of that. I am going to go and look for what's going on with that because I just realized that that should have come in by now, I feel like, and I also wanted to do a read of like a 24-hour read like I have for the last 2 years of Chain of Iron, Chain of Gold, and then the third book that I apparently cannot remember the name of. I'm gonna go though. I just thought I would give that quick update and apparently be super scattered. It's fine. Okay, thanks, bye. It's Saturday. I am getting ready to go to visitation. I'm like really digging this like 90s mom kind of look I have going here today. I paid bills. I got the Wix website set up to do the shop, so now the shop is completely on there for CLEARURSHT, which is great. I am going to be making some other changes and maybe making a forum on the CLEARURSHT website. I don't know yet. I just filmed the announcement video, which means that like I don't have to worry about that anymore either. I am going to probably work on my May TBR a little bit before I have to leave, and then I'll probably film that tomorrow if I have time. And I think that tomorrow I'm gonna work on my blog because I have not touched it in months and I need to put stuff over there. I'm also gonna work on the Wix website as well, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Obviously I also need to clean and stuff tomorrow, but anyway, this has been such a long week with work that I feel weirdly like I want to work really hard on shit that's not my fucking job. And I think it's because normally I spread that stuff out throughout the week because I have the time, effort, and energy. I have not had that lately. So I don't know, but that's kind of my current plan, is to give that a go. Yeah, that's it. I am going to work on this TBR script a little bit and then maybe edit some today before my father-in-law gets here. I don't know. We'll see. I need to find my iPad to edit. But as soon as I find that, I'll be uploading the footage in order to edit the footage. It's been a day, y'all, already. But I'm well rested. I'm not feeling emotionally wrecked. I feel like I've been emotionally wrecked all week. So like fingers crossed that this feeling continues tomorrow and that I can like continue to have my shit together. Oh, also I got actual hanging brackets coming in the mail for the book blanket because the command strip things, they keep falling, and it's because of the heavy, like the weight of the blanket. And I'm thinking that if I go ahead and get the brackets and I stand on a chair, not a ladder, I should be able to reach the top of the bookshelf and do that myself and just run it all the way across like I kept talking about. But with the brackets, at least, like it'll be able to hold that weight, and me making that movement or whatever will be a lot easier. So, and if I don't leave the blanket there and I actually like use it as a blanket or whatever, I'll have those brackets up there for other things, like for other projects, if I do big blanket projects again. I don't know. That's currently the plan. I know this is super chaotic of an update. My meds like just kicked in, so I'm like, I can do all the things right now before my father-in-law gets here. Spoiler, I can't. But it's nice to feel that way. Oh, my mom got me a litter box and I almost cried. I know that sounds like such a dumb thing, but I don't like to do the litter. I was never supposed to do the litter. I have like blatantly told Aiden, like, because when Aiden and I got together, I didn't even like cats. I was scared to death of them. They know things. Mister doesn't, but other cats know things. And so I was like very nervous about it. And then he had to go, right? And so I'm solely caretaker, and I had told him explicitly, I don't do litter. Like even Bella knows this from when I lived with her and all of her cats. She was like, these are the only days you have to do it. You can put it off a couple of days, whatever, because I don't do litter. I don't like the smell of it. It makes me feel gross. And I don't like interacting with it. It makes me feel gross. And the litter box is like a rolling litter box. So it has like a filter and a lid and a like scoopy thing, a scoop in there. And you roll it all the way onto the top of the lid and then roll it back. And it will have filtered out all of the litter into this little like section, and then everything that doesn't filter through is in the main thing, and then when you flip it on its lid, it rolls into that scoop thing, you put it back, all of the litter filters back through the filter, pull it out, and the thing is full of all of the like clumps and stuff. And that's it, and then you just like throw it away. That's fucking wild. So I'm very excited about that. I did it this morning after having done it yesterday, set it up yesterday. I have never changed the litter so often in my life. Because it takes like just, yes, it takes more time, but not really, because I'm not having to like dig through and scoop through and make sure I got everything. No, I don't have to think about it. And Cotter loves to get into the litter box to drive me insane. Now she can't, because it's like got a lid on it, and like it just is inconvenient for her, and she doesn't really do jumping into things, but Mr. does because he's a cat. So highly recommend if you hate dealing with litter. Oh, also it's keeping him from kicking out a bunch of litter, which makes me crazy. But yeah, so that's it. I just thought I would give that quick update. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. It is Monday the 17th. I was really productive yesterday for Bella's stuff, and then I promptly did nothing for my stuff because I was just so fucking drained. But I did find out that they make, and also I want to preface this with I have a screen protector, but they make ballpoint pen tips for your Apple Pencil. Very exciting for me. I am super anxious this morning. I have to run a presentation by myself this afternoon, and yes, I think that I am prepared for it, but also no, I don't think I'm prepared for it, because it's with like my leadership's leadership, and it's supposed to like explain what's going on, you know? Like technical process. I'm supposed to be explaining a technical process. And while this is a technical process that I've done enough times that I am... Oh, that just like fell off my... I just screwed brackets up there for the book blanket up top, and then once the rest of the brackets are coming in, I'm going to run it all the way across, but I just screwed those in and something fell, and I was like, how did that break? I did a good job. No, it didn't break. It was just something else that fell. But I could present this to technical people for sure, but I'm going to be presenting it to non-technical people. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like super nervous about it. And it's also with people who turn their cameras on, so I had to like make myself look a little bit like a person, but I also didn't want to look like professional because I don't look professional at home, and I need to film a video today anyway, so here I am. But I'm like super anxious about it because I just don't think I'm going to do a good job. Because I think if they have questions that I don't know the answer to, then that's a bad thing, or it reflects badly on the people who helped train me, which is not the case. It's probably just me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just super anxious and just no. Other than that, I did finish The New Mother finally. I think that it did a really good job of talking about postpartum and postpartum psychosis, because I feel like we don't have not enough media about that, and how it allowed someone to take advantage of someone else in a really fucked up way. And I think that almost like feels like the Rosemary's Baby thing. Like, while she didn't have postpartum psychosis allegedly, I do think that like if you looked at that from a non-paranormal point of view, it would look like postpartum psychosis. It was okay. The pacing of it was really weird. I think that's the thing there, is that the pacing of it was really fucking weird, and I didn't love that. I also read a little bit of 16 Souls last night. I need to read more of it today. Ideally finish it today, but I did finish 2 audiobooks that I wasn't supposed to have done until later this week, so at least there's that. I think I'm going to... I did start Little Fires Everywhere. Haven't gotten very far into it because it's a really long audiobook, but at least I have that going for me. So I need to finish those. Yeah, I just basically have 1, 2, 3 books left other than Little Fires Everywhere, and that's 16 Souls, which I'm currently reading, Thief, Liar, Lady, and The Lake House. The unfortunate thing is that those other 2 are also advanced reader copies that I want to knock out. But I'm also like reading other stuff in the background, so yeah. Anyway, I am super anxious and I have like 15 minutes before my first meeting of the day. How many meetings do I have today? That's a good question. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. Wow. I could have sworn there was a day this week where I have like a bunch, but I guess not. I don't know. But I am gonna go because I'm exhausted. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go and get myself like ready for this. Luckily the meeting's not until this afternoon, so I have time to like gear myself up. I just don't want to. But I'm going to because it looks good and it's important that people know who I am and that I'm technical and capable of doing my job. But I don't want to do it. So that's where I'm at. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. I got the brackets up, so that is sturdy and also higher up, so I can like see my whiteboard better, and also I have room for like adding more of the panels, and the brackets are like screwed into the fucking wall. Unless that thing ends up weighing like 80 pounds, I just don't expect it to come down, which is great. Makes my life so much easier. Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. When I realized that it was only Tuesday, I was like sad this morning because it's only Tuesday. And yeah, it's only Tuesday. And I would have appreciated it being, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, any other day of the week, not just Tuesday. Anyway, I have a bunch of meetings today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 meetings today. Endless. It's endless. And also my lighting went from like warm to like blue, so I'm sorry. Anyway, today my plan is for reading to finish 16 Souls. I'm almost done with it. I had kind of been putting it off, just I don't know why. I'm enjoying it. I just have been putting it off. So my goal is to finish it today and then to get a little bit further into Rosemary and Rue. I read like 50 pages last night. Not 50 pages last night. I got to 50 pages last night. So I expect to, you know, read more today. I also plan to get 50% into Little Fires Everywhere, which I am like 25% into it, and I don't understand the point of this. Like, I know it's contemporary, but I'm just kind of confused. Like, how did we get a whole Netflix series out of this? Thus far, I am unimpressed. It is only 25% in. I'm gonna give it more time, but again, thus far, I am not impressed. I also will definitely, like I was planning on my reading, and even though I've like taken longer to read certain things, I'm absolutely going to be finishing some of those library books in April, which means that the April book blanket is going to need a couple more squares. So my plan for that is to just do like those squares in the mini like size, and then as like once April's done, I'll put those together in their own like little block, and or like keep them together as extras, and then at the end of the year, anything that I have that's like extras that didn't fit in the whole block, I will use as like a border around it. And everything else I'll just pick like a random color and do just like plain granny squares around the rest of it, like any blank spots that don't get filled in. That's my plan, because I realize that like I can't, you know, guarantee that I'm gonna read this specific amount of books every month. So this gives me a little bit more wiggle room, and if there's like a month that I don't do as many books, then I can go ahead and add in one of those extras, right, to fill in that blank space, unless it's like a large size, right? But that's my current goal. I think or current plans, I think that will work well, but we will see. I did that presentation yesterday and I think it went well. At least a non-technical person said, you know, that I explained things at a level that made her understand what I was talking about, which is to me a compliment. I think it's a compliment. I work really hard to make sure that the way I explain things is tangible to others, because I don't want to be talking about something and you not understand what I'm talking about. Like, I would like you to understand to the best of your ability. If it's too complex, I will also say that. I'll be like, I don't know if I can explain this in a way that you'll be able to understand, but I'll try. So, I don't know. I think it went well, but we'll see. Also, we are officially in month 6 of my husband being gone. I think I might do a video update next month of like, it's been 6 months, this is where I'm at, and talk about like the agoraphobia stuff and therapy and grief and all of that. But that'll be a really heavy video and pretty vulnerable. So I haven't decided if I'm officially going to do that or not. And I have to be in the right headspace before I do it. So there's that. I also realized though that I have that road trip and I might have a lot of footage for that, and I might make it its own. Like, I know it would be a vlog technically, but I might make it its own video. The thing is that basically in May I'm like missing video ideas, and in June I have too many. But I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out. Honestly, I may even post my CLEARURSHT TBR early, because I'll know it by then anyway, because it's for CLEARURSHT specifically and not like the vibes based that I do now. Much to think about. Much to think about. What if I made a bunch of granny squares to fill in that gap between the bookshelves? Just all the way down. That'd be fun. We will see. Not about that. That's like a idea I just had. That's not a real thing. Okay, I'm gonna go. This vlog is already super long. I've already like edited everything from up to yesterday, and it's already really long, and so I'm sorry in advance. But I've had a lot to say. That's the other thing, is it's like not a lot of filler, it's just a lot of me talking, which means that I'm not going to show you guys me doing things in my Hobonichi and my field notes. But I do wonder, do you guys like that stuff? Some people on Twitter have like reached out and asked me about my notebooks and stuff, because I've kind of offhand talked about my field notes at least. So if you guys want to know more about that stuff, let me know. I will do my best to, I don't know, make content about it. Maybe I'll just be a multifunctional channel. No, reading and crochet. I'm not changing. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a great day. Okay, thanks, bye! Good morning. It is definitely a day of the week. It's Wednesday. I actually got up on time this morning. Shock and awe. I got up close to when my alarm goes off. See, the problem I've been having lately is that like I wake up when my alarm goes off, but then I like cannot be fucked to get out of bed. And that is a bit of a problem because I like have stuff that I need to do in the morning, like film this and update my Hobonichi and my field notes thing, and like there's just stuff that I need to do, and I struggle to get out of bed. Shocking. It's almost like I'm going through something traumatic, and have for 6 months now. I had to leave work early because I had such a bad migraine that I like couldn't even see straight, and that's tough. Yeah, that's not ideal. But I literally, like, I could not see straight. Like, my face was cold, my mouth was cold. That's something that happens when I get like a legitimate migraine. And at the time I thought I was out of rizatriptan, which is what I take for my migraines when they're that bad. And I only take them if they're like call out of work bad, which this one was. And so I was like, God damn it, I don't know what to do. So I just like curled up on the couch and like, I ate miso soup because it's like got a lot of sodium in it, which was good because salt a lot of the time will help a lot. Drank a lot of water, had a soda because sometimes the caffeine and the carbonation helps. My head got better, not 100%, but it did get better. But I didn't sleep super well because of all of the like stuff I ended up taking. Like I took Midol because it has like a lot of the stuff that, it's not a rizatriptan, but it has a lot of stuff that helps with migraines, and so like that also has caffeine in it, so it's a lot of caffeine for me, but I needed it for my head. So I didn't sleep, but I did finish Rosemary and Rue this morning. I was like 90% done with it last night. I stayed up way too late reading it, and it was really good. I did not expect it to be as good as it was, actually. So, it's like gritty murder mystery, but with modern day fae. Like Holly Black's fae in a murder mystery with Shannon's writing. That's the best way that I can explain it. And I mean Holly Black's fae in like Tithe and that kind of thing, not like Folk of the Air. Speaking of Holly Black, I'll be starting Doll Bones probably today, maybe tomorrow. I need to finish Little Fires Everywhere, but I don't understand what the point of this book is. So I'm kind of contemplating DNFing it because I'm not having a good time. And I'm like really far in and I just don't get the point. How did we make a movie out of this? It's so fucking boring. Yes, some of the conversations are important, and yes, I know that I don't like contemporaries, so like I know this about myself, but like I'm not having a good time. Like I'm not even vaguely having a good time, so I don't know. I have one more block to make for May, and then I'm gonna need to make 3, I think, for April that I missed for the grannies, for the book blanket. And then I think I'm gonna measure that gap that I was talking about in my bookshelves and just make granny squares for it to go all the way down. I think it'll look cool. I don't know, we'll see. I might also make like a border for my bookshelves so that they, I don't know, we'll see if I end up doing that. It just seems like a fun little thing to do. Why not? I did see a tutorial for doing a like thing around your monitor, and I have bear ears around my monitor, but I think I could do frog ears, or frog eyes around one of my monitors, and then some other thing around another monitor. I don't know yet, but I think that could be fun too. So those are just projects I'm thinking of doing. But yeah, I've got some ideas for some content that I'm a little bit excited about, but it's gonna take some like planning and filming and deciding. But yeah, I need to get to work because I did leave work 2 hours early. Luckily, I started at 7:30 yesterday, so, and 7:30 on Monday. So I already have an hour extra, which is good. So yeah, that means I don't have a whole lot of time to make up other than like, I think this hour, which I'll be doing now. So I don't know. I'm anxious because I'm going to go to the library today and I'm already anxious about it. But I'm not going to look for the crochet group because they're doing highway closures and I don't want to go through that again. And I know that the highway closures, it says it starts at 8, but it actually starts at 7. And the crochet group meets at 7. So when I was on my way back, they like had closed part of the highway down and it gave me like an anxiety attack because I couldn't get home fast enough. So there's that. And then tomorrow Marissa comes over, so that's really exciting. I will be cleaning also. So when I leave, I'm going to run the Roomba. And then I'm going to map out for the Roomba where non-carpeted areas are so that it knows what to do. And then I'm going to give it the mop and let it mop for me because I'm lazy. No, because I don't have the capacity to do all of the cleaning that needs to get done. So yeah, we'll see if I manage to get things like my laundry and stuff done today. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I have stuff I need to edit and do and whatever. Okay, thanks, bye! I hit the record button like 10 times and it would not start recording. Hi, good morning. It's Thursday. I'm gonna close the vlog out here after I tell you about how I went to the library and I got books, and then I took myself to dinner and I was like really excited, like, yes, I'm doing things, I'm going outside, I'm like being a person. Before I could get my check or even finish my food, I started having a panic attack because I wasn't at home. So I overdid it, went home, and promptly went the fuck to sleep. But I did get some books. So I got Mr. Be Gone by Clive Barker. Shockingly enough, I have not read Clive Barker, and I would say that he's definitely a predominant horror writer. I watched Hellraiser, the newest one, and is really fucking good. I haven't watched any of the old ones though, but the new one was really fucking good. I've seen it like 3 times. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of excited to read his books. I wanted to read the books that were about Hellraiser, but my library didn't have them, and I think I'm gonna have to get them online, but that's okay. The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett came in. I will be reading this next month. And I got the next book in the October Day series, and this one's not wrapped in plastic, so that's nice. It's got that nice paperback feel. She's well loved. You can see all the creases. She is well loved. I'm very excited about this. I started it a little bit last night, and yeah, I'm really excited about it. And then I got, because I have the digital version of the first one and I am going to be reading it, I got the sequel to the second book in the Sandman series because I do want to read the Sandman series. I really enjoyed the show, but it's on Netflix, so it may never come back. So yeah, that's what I got. Did I need more books? No. Do I still have three other library books from before that I need to finish? Yes. Yes, I do. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that I need to finish. These are due, the ones I just checked out are not due until the 10th of May, so I should be good. And also I can renew them online, so it's not a huge deal. But I expect to finish Acorna this week anyway, so that'll be ready to be returned at some point. But yeah, anyway, thought I would give a quick update, let you guys know how that went badly, and I will talk to you guys next week. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share. If you didn't enjoy this video, it's my life, so, you know, relatable. But I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye.
Baby, it's too late.